Hey, this is John Dawson of Patio Daddy-O Barbecue in Boise, Idaho, and I've got it locked on the 50,000 gigawatt blowtorch of the internet that is Barbecue Central.
In a world permeated with barbecue websites under the control of tyrannical administrators, there was one man, a one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Barbecue Central Radio Networks, in conjunction with LA Talk Radio, proudly present the Barbecue Central Show. Centralites, how's your life? A very good Tuesday evening to you, wherever you may be. You have found the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio. Thanks for joining me again for another Tuesday evening of fun and exciting outdoor live fire grilling talk. I am your host, Greg Rempe. Always happy to have you here on a Tuesday evening in front of your computer. Perhaps if you're on the West Coast, late afternoon, early evening, 6 o'clock hour on the Pacific Coast. Welcome in. Let me give you your contact information right off the top here. 216-220-0966. If you want to call into the show tonight, of course you can do that here on the first segment or the fourth segment. We're jam-packed tonight. I'll get into that here in a second. You can also email the show at your leisure, bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. Again, phone number 216-220-0966. bbqcentralradio@gmail.com's email address. Here's what's happening tonight. Big show. Been looking to have these guys on for some time now, probably since probably the turn of the year, maybe just before December. Perhaps you've been keeping track. It's amazing how the internet makes things go crazy. And these guys prove positive that something can catch on the internet, catch fire, flash in the pan, if you will, and all of a sudden, you know, these guys are household names. The guys from Barbecue Addicts, and that would be Jason Day, and, man, how unprofessional. Jason Day and Aaron Chronister are going to be joining me here next segment to talk about a Barbecue Addicts website, and then more importantly, the bacon explosion, which really raced over the top of everything right at the beginning of the year. And we're going to talk to them about how, this kind of just started out as, hey, make this item, this bacon explosion, and send in your pictures and we'll post it, into what it's spun into now, which has been write-ups on New York Times and cooking it on television for Fox and Friends. They just inked a 6-figure book deal. Outrageous. Things taking off. We're in a time and a place right now, Centralites, where if you can put something out there, product-wise, service-wise, comedic-wise, it can get, somebody could see it and pass it on to somebody, and that somebody could see it, and bam, you're signing 6-figure book deals. So we have that to look forward to tonight. Segment after that, third segment, be joined by Derek Riches, and Derek is the guy that does the reviews for about.com. He's about_BBQ on Twitter, if you follow Twitter. So Derek will be coming out tonight. There was I believe it's called the Home and Hearth Patio Barbecue. It's the big expo every year for the outdoor cooks and the outdoor lifestyle. That was held, I believe, in Nevada this past weekend. So he was there attending, and we got a lot to talk about, some cool things that he saw. We'll get a little background about him, maybe some items that might be hot in an anticipatory state, things that might be hot that ultimately might be duds. So a lot of good stuff, and that'll be probably a recurring monthly segment with Derek. So that to look forward to, plus a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce in the 4th segment, free-for-all. Before we jump off to our first break, I did want to make mention that my man from the Pickled Pig, worked me up, and that's Paul Ostrom, and he worked me up this great top 10 for KCBS. So I want to do this top of every show to keep you up to date on what's happening with the top 10 teams overall in a competition sense. Number 1, QOW. Number 2, Jack's Old South. Number 3, Wild Bunch Butt Burners. 4, Lotta Bull Barbecue. 5, Bill and the Dixie Chicks. 6, Delta Smoke. 7, Swamp Boys Barbecue Team. 8, Blazin' Barbecue. 9, Little Pig Town Barbecue. And then there's a 2-way tie for 10th, Parrot Head Smokers, and a friend of the show, Pellet Envy, and that's Rod Gray. So that's what we have going on in regards to the KCBS and the top 10. So what we're going to do right now is step out to break. And when we come back, we'll have the boys from Barbecue Addicts. So stay tuned for that. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU. It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Vaynerchuk, host of Wine Library TV, a.k.a. WLTV, and this is BBQ Central.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Barbecue Central Show. This is your host, Greg Rempe. This portion of the Barbecue Central Show brought to you by D-Dog's Barbecue Rub. Hey, just in time for spring, D-Dogs announces the barbecue stimulus package. D-Dog's Barbecue will be cutting the prices on all of their rubs. That's the original, the apple, and the maple. They're even cutting prices on 3 packs of rubs, so buy some today at DDOGSBBQ.com. Remember, D-Dog's Barbecue, making great barbecue doesn't require a bailout. And as always, it's better than ketchup. That's DDogsBBQ.com. Hook them up, give them a try as promised. Joining me right now, 2 guys that have a great barbecue website, which is bbqaddicts.com, but have risen to, I guess, what would be tantamount to cataclysmic fame with the bacon explosion. I am, of course, talking about Jason Day and Aaron Chronister. Guys, welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. How are you? Guys, hold on one second. I got to make a settings adjustment. Coming through the wrong speakers here. I apologize.
It's okay.
We're back on. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, no problem. You there?
Yeah. Do we have Jason and Aaron?
This is Jason.
I'm here. I'm here if you can hear me.
I can hear everybody. Just make sure we're all on the line here. All right, so let's go ahead, just for ease sake, I'll ask Jason, how did you get into barbecue? And then when Jason's done, Aaron, why don't you go ahead and jump in on that?
Well, I was born and raised in Kansas City, so I've actually grown up around barbecue and been around it my entire life. So, I grew up cooking with my father, and, it just kind of been a natural progression for me to jump into the competition arena. So.
And this is Aaron, and I've been doing it for about 12 years, all backyard stuff, and then all of a sudden, Jason and I got together and started doing competition stuff, and realized that we could make a hobby and a profession out of it. So, no more cooking for free in the backyard.
How did you guys hook up?
Well, my wife and Aaron's fiance knew each other in college, so that they are the ones that introduced us. So they knew we both had a passion for barbecue, and thought we'd be good friends, and they were right.
It's been a love affair ever since, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I think they joke around, said that they thought we'd elope, but it hasn't happened yet.
Nice. So
not yet, anyway.
Did you guys were competing before Barbecue Addicts, the website, actually took place?
Yeah, we've been competing as Burnt Finger Barbecue. Last year was our first season competing, so we did a few contests last year, and then we launched Barbecue Addicts actually pretty much as an off-season project. Give us something to do while it was cold outside. So, that's pretty much where we stand now.
Now, are one of you guys more of the webmaster, or are both of you pretty tech savvy?
I do internet marketing for a living. This is Aaron. So generally the website stuff falls in my purview. But we're both pretty computer savvy. I do most of the marketing. Jason does most of the writing. So it's a good combination.
Now, we're talking with Jason and Aaron from Barbecue Addicts. So obviously, want to have you on tonight, talk about the bacon explosion, perhaps for the Centralites who have been more or less living under a rock. Tell us about it, recipe in a basic sense, all the good stuff.
Well, the bacon explosion is pretty much what's called the fatty, and it's bacon wrapped and bacon stuffed. We lay down a nice basket weave pattern of bacon strips, press out and what we prefer to use actually Italian sausage, a nice even layer of Italian sausage, and then top it off with fried up bacon, some barbecue sauce, roll the whole thing up and smoke it, and that's pretty much your bacon explosion.
So
slice it up into rounds and serve it on biscuits.
Did either one of you guys decide that to bring the fatty over the top, it was to drop down that 1 or 2 pound bacon weave to make it that much more wonderful?
Well, it was pretty much, we actually started off doing it. We didn't quite intend for the bacon weave, but once I started laying the strips out, and, it was just kind of one of those ideas once you're just looking at it, thinking, I've got some extra bacon strips here. I think we could do a little basket weave, and, it just kind of formed itself as the recipe was going. So, we didn't really set out that way, but I think it headed in a good direction.
Bacon makes everything better, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Talking with Jason and Aaron from Barbecue Addicts, guys that came up with Bacon Explosion. The thing that got this ball rolling, obviously, was this Bacon Explosion. I don't know if it was like a challenge or just kind of an offering where you were telling visitors of the website, make the Bacon Explosion, take pictures, and we'll post it up, and that's kind of how this whole thing got going, more or less. Is that true, Aaron?
Yeah. We haven't actually got around to posting all the pictures because there were so many. There's probably 200 or 300 YouTube videos of it, and countless. I can't even count how many people have sent us pictures. So we're eventually going to do a follow-up post of everyone's version of the Bacon Explosion. But everybody loved it, and it got huge feedback, and everybody likes it. It looks over the top when you look at it on the website, and I think that's one of the reasons it took off so well. Everybody's like, "Wow, look at this." But once you actually make it and have it for an appetizer or whatnot, it's spectacular. So that's where it got started.
Jason, were you surprised with how many people actually jumped on board and started, A, making the fatties, and then B, turning in their bacon explosion food porn?
Well, once we made the first one, I knew we had something, just because we were so entertained by it, and it actually tasted so good that as soon as it started taking off, I really wasn't surprised by the reaction we were receiving. I started getting surprised once the New York Times came knocking at our door. That's really when it started going above and beyond anything that we thought would happen by posting the recipe online.
That was kind of my next follow-up question was, how long between the time when you kind of had this little friendly contest going between, I guess, what would maybe be the first big break of New York Times actually calling you to interview you guys?
It was about a month that it had been on the website, so it had some time to make its rounds through Twitter and Facebook and some of the social networking sites. It had been posted on quite a few blogs, and by that time it had been tossed around on StumbleUpon. I think it even surfaced on the front page of Reddit, which is pretty much where the Times got it, because it started showing up on political blogs around the country. And so that was one of the main questions that the New York Times had when they called was, how did we get barbecue on political websites?
Jason and Aaron from Barbecue Addicts joining us here on the Barbecue Central show. Aaron, would you say that the New York Times was really kind of the floodgate that opened for the bacon explosion? Must have been really quite a bit of exposure, not only for you guys personally, but probably traffic driving to the website at that point.
Well, it was a huge amount of exposure. When they called, I knew it was going to be big. When the article came out, the tech editor for the Times was like, we're gonna put this in the front page of the dining section. I was like, okay, this is going to be big. I didn't expect them to start linking to our website. They don't normally do that. And when they did, I was like, uh-oh. And it really took a hit on our servers. And we got millions of visitors in the first 3 days.
Wow.
That was a catalyst. As soon as the Times came out, we started getting calls from CNN, Fox, and everybody else on Earth. It seems like wanting to know more about it, wanting to do their own articles. Here in Kansas City, the Kansas City Star put us on the front page. The Times, it went viral before that, and from a internet viewpoint, we got hundreds of thousands of views before the Times came out. But when the Times came out, then it went global, essentially, and that was the catalyst of the popularity of it.
And I was actually kind of tracking almost real-time progress. We kind of follow each other on Twitter. There's probably a lot of Centralites out there that have no idea what I talk about when I say Twitter. But nevertheless, it wasn't maybe, 2 weeks from when the New York Times article ran to when I was seeing tweets about you guys were going to be cooking bacon explosions for Fox and Friends. This is big-time television.
Yeah, it was immediate. When the Times came out, Fox and CNN had called us within 3 hours of the actual print coming out. So the article came out on Thursday or on Wednesday, I believe, Jason. And on Thursday, we had already been booked flying to New York and flying to Tampa for the Super Bowl. So it was quick after the Times brought it out.
This is Jason and Aaron from Barbecue Addicts for Bacon Explosion here on the Barbecue Central show. Jason, after the appearance, obviously, and then probably especially doing the Fox and Friends traffic probably going through the roof. What kind of a reaction were you getting from people? Were you getting, was there recognizable, people saying on the street, hey, there's the bacon explosion guys? Or was it still, popular in a sense, but maybe more to a subculture?
It wasn't quite as popular out in New York or Tampa as far as us being recognized, like here in Kansas City. I've actually been recognized a couple of times, and I think even Aaron got recognized shopping for some pork at one of the local meat markets as well. So it's really there's been a subculture, but I think the New York Times is really what sent it mainstream. It's been pretty neat to be able to walk through the markets and just hear people talking about bacon explosion, and just finding it turning up just about anywhere we turned around there for a while. So it had a sense of subculture, but it definitely went mainstream with the New York Times.
Yeah, and I knew from mainstream. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt, Aaron, but I'm sitting here. I'm in Cleveland, and I'm sitting at my father-in-law's house, and we're watching right at the end of the local news. They did a little fluff piece as they do, at the end of every newscast, and it was some schlep here locally cooking the bacon explosion. So
yeah, it's we've had quite a few people send us the articles of where it's shown up in all the local news affiliates throughout the country, and I think it's made news in pretty much every one of the major cities throughout the country, either some sort of mention or some sort of feature. It has definitely made its rounds.
So
yeah, my supreme moment was when Leno mentioned it in his monologue one day.
Oh,
we
wow.
were sitting in New York, and I don't know, we were on the phone or something, and then we were watching TV, and Leno mentioned the bacon explosion in his monologue, and I was like, did that really happen?
That's awesome. So, I mean, at this point, you do the Fox and Friends, New York Times. Did you guys, and this is my conspiracy theory mind working, but, I mean, did you guys get together and say, hey, if this thing takes off to a certain degree, not knowing everything that was going to be happening and what has happened, did you have some type of end game or some type of plan that you wanted to pitch and build on top of before all this happened?
Not at all. We our essential plan was, we were going to build a website in the off season to try to, we're going to sell some advertising, try to supplement our income for contests. You got to pay entries for a contest.
Sure.
And so we were like, yeah, let's build this website. We'll get some additional funds so we can try to pay for this, because if anybody that does it knows it's an expensive hobby. I mean, we got to have expensive grills and expensive smokers.
Right.
And, we didn't really, that was our end game right there. We didn't have a big supreme plan to do anything. But the bacon explosion catapulted it to a lot more than what we'd originally planned. And, if I'd have been planning ahead, if I'd have known that was going to happen, there would have probably been a lot more that we'd had on the website. I mean, I was in the middle of having our website redesigned when the bacon explosion hit, and I mean, we didn't have anything for sale. We weren't advertising our own rubs and sauces. We weren't really doing anything. We just, we were just throwing out content and recipes for people to look at, our own stuff that we make. So, no big conspiracy.
Now, kind of in the beginning of the first of the year, turn after the first of the year, again, kind of following you on Twitter, all of a sudden, Barbecue Addict guys ink 6-figure book deal, and it was like, man, these guys are on a roll. So, I mean, how does that come about? You're putting stuff up just for fun. You're trying to supplement your competition barbecue. Then New York Times does a piece. Then you're on Fox and Friends. You're flying to the Super Bowl. I mean, you're like the barbecue rock stars right now. And then you're inking 6-figure book deals. How does that come about?
Well, when we actually had quite a few publishers contact us directly once the bacon explosion hit the Times. So we took some time out while we were in New York to contact a few different literary agents to kind of help us out with that process, and we ended up putting together a book proposal based on, the recipes and the stuff we've been doing on our blog. Ended up writing an entire chapter, putting it out there to a couple different publishers, and there was enough interest that they held an auction for all the major publishers, and we ended up landing with Scribner, a division of Simon Schuster, to publish our up and coming book, Barbecue Makes Everything Better. And right now we're aiming for about this time next year, leading into barbecue season, to have it on the shelf.
Is that going to be a cookbook?
Yeah, it's going to be a cookbook. We're going to fill it full of our favorite recipes. Going to be some traditional barbecue, some adaptions, just a nice blend of barbecue making everything better.
You guys want to take a phone call and see what happens?
Sure.
All right.
All right, let's hold on a second here. Barbecue Central Show, name and where you're calling from.
Hey, it's Brian.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Calling from Maryland.
You're on with the Bacon Explosion guys.
That's awesome. Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Made about 6 or 8 of those explosions. Everybody always loves them.
Oh, glad to hear.
Yeah. I've got to promote my blog, hotsaucedaily.com. Promoted Greg's show a lot, and and you guys a lot, and good to talk to you.
All right, thanks for calling in, Brian.
We love your site, Brian. I actually visit it quite often.
Little Maryland love for you guys. So what's up for the Barbecue Addicts and the Bacon Explosion guys next?
We have a lot of plans in the making. You know, we're trying to come up with unique stuff that people will be interested in. We have some great recipes. Some of them are going to be in the book. Some of them are going to be on the website. We would kind of blend it together. One unique thing is we're making a kind of a members only for people who buy the book that can go on and see very detailed instructions on how to make some of the stuff we make. A lot of the recipes are going to be, you know, stuff that you've never heard of, and going to require a lot of pictures, a ton of instruction, and a lot of them are going to be very easy. So, you know, we're trying to make it a blend of where everyone can do it. So, you know, that and we've got some plans for some you know, outrageous stuff, and then we've got some plans for some stuff that everybody can do. And then, of course, we'll be competing. So
the book deal should help you pay for a couple competitions, I would imagine.
Hopefully it's you.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. For people that don't know, what's the website that they can go and keep tabs on you guys?
Yeah, the website is bbqaddicts.com. And as Aaron mentioned a little while ago, we're actually in the middle of doing a site redesign, so keep an eye on our site, and you'll be able to see the new format rolling out here pretty quick. It's bbqaddicts.com.
Jason Day and Aaron Chronister are the Barbecue Addicts, makers of the Bacon Explosion, which has been racing around the internet here for the last few months. Guys, appreciate you coming on the show tonight, sharing everything from top to bottom as far as what's been happening. As I was telling Jason earlier today, Aaron, this interview for me has changed at least 3 or 4 times, kind of seeing how the viral growth has been for you guys. So appreciate you coming on and sharing all the insight. Continued success, and hopefully we can have you on again soon.
We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Greg. We appreciate it.
All right, guys, take care. That's the Bacon Explosion / Barbecue Addicts. Jason Day, Aaron Chronister. And if you haven't tried the Bacon Explosion, I suggest doing it. It's fatty, wrapped in bacon, stuffed with bacon and barbecue sauce and smoked, and goodness. I like it. All right, I'm late. That was worth it, though. And I will be chatting with Derek Riches from About.com about all the cool things coming up this grilling season. Stick with me. Be right back.
It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com. Barbecue has never been easier with the Barbecue Guru. The Barbecue Guru is a temperature control and monitor for all pits, charcoal, wood, electric, your pit. It easily attaches to any smoker or pit and gives you simple, trouble-free control of your temperatures, so you can make championship quality barbecue every time and all the time. And it's location-free. Take it anywhere. This amazing breakthrough in barbecue technology is a microprocessor-controlled draft system that uses temperature monitors and a small fan to keep your temperatures constant. The stainless steel Guru Pit Minder gives you a choice of controls from 90 to 370 degrees. So cold smoking, pepper drying, making cheese or jerky, or fabulous briskets and ribs is nothing short of effortless. The Procom 4 lets you monitor your pit from up to 600 feet away. And there's more. Check out the full line of products and accessories for the future of barbecue with new items on the way. Visit thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
Hi, this is Scott Greenya from Fairfax, Vermont, also known as Scotty DeQ, and you're listening to The Barbecue Central Show.
Let's get back to The Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Barbecue Central Show here on your Tuesday evening. I am your host, Greg Rempe. This portion of the Barbecue Central Show brought to you by the good folks at the Barbecue Guru. makers of the CyberQ, the DigiQ 2, and the Procom 4 wireless automatic pit temperature control devices. Also maker of the Caldera smokers, the 1 and 3 bay Caldera Bay caterers. Pretty much everything you need to make your grilling and barbecue life easier. You can contact them at the phone number 800-288-GURU or visit them on the web at thebbqguru.com. All right, thanks to Jason and Aaron for coming on last segment. Bacon Explosion guys from Barbecue Addicts has promised joining me now here to talk about all the cool things that were happening at the great the HPBA, I believe is what it's called, is the guy from About.com. He is he's got the best job I think ever. So it's Derek Riches. Derek, thanks for coming on the show tonight. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Greg?
Not too bad. Derek, we kind of met, I guess you were another person I met through Twitter, and thought it would be wonderful to have you on. You have probably, in my estimation, and probably a lot of Central Lights estimations, one of the best gigs ever. You're the reviewer for About.com, and you get to pretty much play and test and review grills and anything associated with barbecue and grilling.
Oh, yeah, it's a tough job, but, someone's got to do it.
So, I mean, how do you hook up with About.com to actually, get this gig?
I've actually been doing it now for 12 years, and I signed up when they were, just a .com startup back in the 90s, and just, pushed through and kept up with it, and it just keeps growing every year.
So over those 12 years, I mean, is there one piece of equipment that stands out to you right now that you can say, over my 12 years, that thing has been one of the most revolutionary pieces that's helped us up to present day?
Oh, I don't know. It's a tough question. I think that the big items like the Big Green Egg, I think is a great product, and I think that has changed a lot of the way people cook. I think pretty much anything from Weber, but particularly the WSM, has revolutionized, I think, barbecue for a lot of people, and making a great unit that's easy to use and at a good price.
So you were at the Home and Patio Barbecue Expo? Is that what it's called? The HPBA?
It's actually Hearth Patio and Barbecue Association.
Right, Hearth Patio.
Yeah, it's an odd combination of barbecue and fireplaces.
Hey, it's fire, right?
Yeah, it's all fire. I guess that's the mentality, I think.
And this is like, the big, Louisville has the big Mid-American Truck Show for heavy-duty trucks. This is kind of in that vein, but obviously outside with cookers and with fireplace and all that good stuff. So you get to see pretty much all the new potential entries into this season, and you had sent me a list of stuff that you saw that was kind of unique. So we'll see what we can pound through here during our segment. Whatever we have left over, we can obviously carry over into next month. First, one that I had actually talked to the creator of about 3 weeks ago, who was anxious to get down to this event. That would be Ed Morin of Fast Eddie Cookers fame. His pellet cooker grill, not the FEC smoker line that he makes with Cook Shack, but this is actually with Danson, which is Louisiana Grill. Did you get to see it, and kind of what were your thoughts as a professional reviewer?
Yeah, I did. It's an impressive looking unit. I mean, Ed's a very smart guy, and he really understands the engineering of all this. And Danson, who's actually been making pellet stoves for a very long time, they really know their engineering. So they've put together a really good unit. What's great about it is, it works both excellently as a smoker, but it also produces a very high intense direct grilling space. So you have a single unit, all pellet fired, that'll let you sear steaks and then, smoke a brisket. All in the same unit. Very easy to use, very quick to respond too. The temperature pickup is very fast. I think it's just a really, really well built unit. They should. I think he said that they should have it available within about a month now. But yeah, it's nice. I liked it.
And it's completely pellet driven. There's no charcoal or propane or anything like that.
No, it's pellet. Ed Marin is dedicated to pellet, and he wants to use this really to prove that it is a viable technology and that you can really go forward with it.
Now, I mean, you've seen cookers come and go, charcoal based, propane, maybe some other stuff that we have no idea about. I mean, do you think that pellet grills in the whole, and I'm kind of generalizing here, do you think that is a future, or is that going to continue to be kind of a niche market?
Well, I think it'll always be kind of a niche market. I mean, but I think it's got a lot of room for growth. One of the things that's kind of come out now with pellet stoves, indoor heating units, really, is that they got pellet written into the stimulus package. So people converting from wood-burning stoves to pellet stoves could actually get incentive money. And I think that this will grow that side of the industry, which will make pellets much more available, which will make the pellet grills and the pellet smokers, more viable product going forward.
And did you get a retail price on what this Fast Eddie cooker would be?
I think we're looking at about $18.75.
Wow! And was there a stainless option available as well, or was that just the painted price tag?
That's just for the black unit. I don't believe that there's a stainless unit available right now. I think that's going to be something that'll work out later.
All right, so just a shade under $1,900. So probably not just for the casual, once in a while grill, or more for the dedicated backyard chef.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be kind of a luxury item, but I think what the hope here is that if they can make this as a viable product and get selling it, then that will open the door for different varieties, which could bring price points down on it.
Now, this other item that I saw here, I'm kind of skipping around the list you sent me, the Max Barbecues gas-powered charcoal chimney. So here, we've seen probably over the last, I'm going to guess 5, maybe 7 years, where there's been, for a lot of the true grill and barbecue heads, a distinct drive away from pouring gasoline on your charcoal briquettes and then lighting with a match. Of course, gasoline, I mean lighter fluid. But there's been this introduction of the charcoal chimney to do it more naturally and to get away from potentially any bitter flavorings that the lighter fluid puts on. So here's a unit or a product that is taking the charcoal chimney kind of to the next level. So kind of tell us about that and what it's all about.
Well, I thought this was a clever little unit. It's a standard charcoal chimney piece that fits on a small propane burner stand. It runs on a standard 1-pound propane bottle. I don't know how many other people do this, but if I've got to fire up the charcoal chimney, there's times I'll put it on the side burner of my gas grill and get it going, just because it's quick and easy. This is just I thought a clever little unit. It's probably going to retail around $35. I don't think it's quite on the market yet. You put the charcoal chimney on the burner, it locks into place. You turn on the gas, you push the button, it lights, and you've got charcoal going very quickly, very easily. And the burner unit actually can double as just a small like a camp cook burner or something like that. There's actually a little piece that comes with it that you can set a pot into. So it does have a dual purpose to it. I just thought it was kind of a clever unit. It's actually pretty well constructed. It's carbonized steel construction. The gauge on the chimney is actually quite thick. It's actually thicker than what you find on Weber's charcoal chimney.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one I use. So I mean, is the capacity the same? And is there is there a BTU output on the burner? And
I don't know what the BTU output on that burner is. It's pretty low, but it will actually light a full chimney. You'll have it going in between 5 to 10 minutes.
So I mean, would you say if you put two starter cubes underneath a chimney, and then you put this other one on top of the chimney lighter, the one on the lighter is definitely going to be ramped up and ready to go quicker than the cubes?
Yeah, I think so, because you're, with a gas burner, you're actually forcing air to go through, which is going to push the heat up through the chimney faster.
Right. I use the high-powered Louisiana Bayou banjo burner that's like 75,000 BTU.
Well, that should light up pretty quick.
So it sucks through propane tanks, but it sure looks great at night.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No doubt about it. So, and this, you said, was potentially going to be around the $35 range, but is not necessarily for sale just yet.
Hasn't quite hit the retail market yet. It's a brand new product, and we'll kind of have to wait and see on that one. But I thought it was a clever idea.
All right, so the last thing I wanted to cover tonight is this thing called the Bubba Keg Grill. And so, I look at it, the first thing that jumps out is this thing, is obviously constructed to look like a beer keg to a certain degree. It's got that, same kind of metallic finish that a beer keg has. It's kind of got that same rugged, bulbousy build. But at a closer look, especially if you're watching the video or you just happen to browse at the thumbnail pictures on their website, this is kind of in the same vein as, let's say, any one of the ceramic cookers, the Big Green Eggs, the Primos, the Grill Domes. But the biggest difference that I could at least tell from whatever the narrator was telling me on the video, instead of the ceramic material that that these more traditional or more well-known cookers are made out of, this was all steel.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is a Komodo-style cooker, as they're called, in functionality. But it's a dual-layer steel unit that has a fiberglass insulation in between the two layers. Basically the same sort of insulation that would go around your oven, and then it has a sealing gasket, just like the gasket on your oven that goes around between the body and the lid. Functionally, then it operates just like a Big Green Egg. It's got a top vent and a bottom vent. They're actually numbered, so it comes with instructions. It'll tell you, roughly what number to turn those dials to hit the specific temperature. One of the things that makes this unit pretty unique, the ceramic ones are pretty difficult to move around, and you got to be kind of careful with them. You drop it, it's done. This unit actually is much more portable, and it comes with a trailer mounting bracket, so you can actually put it into a standard trailer hitch and take it with you. So it's a great, little tailgating item.
And that's all inclusive in the original purchase.
Yeah, and it retails about. They have a retail price of $7.99. It's actually available right now at Home Depot, but I think they're actually trying to expand on that.
Now, since it's a dual wall steel with the fiberglass in versus the ceramics, I mean, were you able to see this thing actually function, and does it hold heat as well as a Big Green Egg or a Primo, or is it running through fuel quicker than the ceramic models?
I'd say it's really comparable from that standpoint. The insulation is actually they have what they say, patented feature on it in the fact that the outer metal surface does not come in contact with the inner metal surface. They're completely separated through silicon gaskets. So there's no heat transfer to the outside. I mean, you can put your hand on this thing when it's going pretty much anywhere on it except for the vent pieces. But yeah, it's pretty comparable from fuel consumption point. I'd like to, get a chance to play around with one for a little while and kind of hear what other people have to say. I know that several people are actually reviewing them on the internet now, so I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else has to say about it.
Not really a complaint about the ceramic cookers, or especially like the Big Green Egg, is, if you're not careful, you have a tendency to burn the gasket, which separates the dome and the actual cooking portion itself. Is this gasket on the Bubba Keg better and more durable, or, we talking pretty much the same type of thing?
No, it's actually completely different. Like I said, the gasket is what's on your oven. If you go open your oven door, the gasket that runs around there, it is a flexible metal material. Mm-hmm. So it separates, and it's you wouldn't be able to burn it if you tried.
Puts a nice separation between the ceramic grills and this Bubba Keg.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that's a really good feature. I think that the people who make ceramics should be looking at this idea.
Now, are they looking at marketing this to like a specific group? Is there a demographic that they're looking to kind of hit? It does kind of play to certain emotions. It's kind of referencing beer, and it's a keg, and it's fun. Is it just kind of are they looking to market it as a novelty item, or is it really like a true cooker?
Oh, I think that they take it very, very seriously. I think that they market it as making yourself the grill hero. The company that actually makes it makes a variety of keg-like products, including the big 64-ounce mugs. They make a series of those that are plastic and metal, and so this is kind of along their vein, obviously. For making coolers and stuff like this, I think that they just kind of said, hey, we can make a grill on this kind of design, and they're playing with that, just that style. But I think what they're really going to push for is, particularly once we get towards fall, is kind of as a tailgating item because of its portability.
Anything that you're going to be testing out here shortly you want to let us in on so we can look forward to next month?
I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff coming in at the moment, so it's a little confusing. I'm going to get one of these Bubba kegs in, I think, and really try and tear one of those apart. But other than that, just mostly working on kind of some of the new gas grills that are coming forward right now, particularly some of the infrared units.
Where can people go to kind of keep track about what you're up to and some of the reviews that you've made in the past?
Just head over to my website, bbq.about.com.
That is Derek Riches from bbq.about.com. Check him out. Derek, thanks for coming on tonight to talk about your experience over at the HPBA show, and we'll look for you next month.
Yeah, sure thing. It sounds good.
All right, thanks, Derek.
Thank you.
That's Derek Riches. Yeah. Yeah. Can I please play with everything that he gets to play with, please? Is that possible? Can I have that job? I'll do it for half the price, I swear. All right, quickly running out of time. Call in now to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce, 216-220-0966. Call now. I'll get you right up. We'll get a winner. We'll get out and wrap this bad boy up. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU. It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com.
To get on the Barbecue Central Show, call 216-220-0966.
Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
All right, we're going to wrap it up real quick. This portion of the Barbecue Central Show brought to you by Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue. Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue is the leading online distributor of Meadow Creek barbecue equipment. These barbecue smokers, pig roasters, chicken cookers, and grills are handcrafted in the Amish country of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Their goal is to give you outstanding value for the price, help you enjoy easy and profitable barbecues for years to come. They also carry a complete line of barbecue rubs and sauces. Check them out on the web right now at SeriousBBQs.com. That's SeriousBBQs.com. Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue. All right. A lot of people calling in right here at the end to win PD River Swamp Sauce. So we race to the phone lines. Area code 716, Barbecue Central Radio, name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Greg, Chris Lawrence.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Pigs.
What's up?
Hey, I was just sorry you didn't ask Jason and Aaron how long it took from concept to get their publication going. Does that make any sense to you or no?
From when they concepted the barbecue explosion or the bacon explosion to when they got the book deal?
Well, exactly, yes.
Yeah, I think it was, it had to have been probably inside of 3 months, probably at the longest.
Really? That's very, very quick.
Yeah, it was very quick. They're posted, and then all of a sudden, somebody picks them up, somebody sees them, and, now, here's where they are.
Yep, and the other thing I wanted to say is I'm sorry to hear you lost one of your sponsors.
Who's that?
Larry.
Oh. Hey, it's all right.
Who knows with Larry though? It could be a whole other thing. So
one down. There's others to replace. So thanks for the well wishes.
Okay. Did I win or no?
Well, you see, you have to ask for the sauce. I just can't give it to you.
Well, could I have it, please?
Yeah, you can have it. That's right. You win.
You're such a jerk sometimes, dude.
You win a 2-pack of Petey River Swamp Sauce donated by our good friends down at Swamp Sauce. That's Tim Patton. So just go ahead and send me your shipping info, and I'll get it down to Tim. He'll hook you right up.
Will do, Greg. We're going to see you around New York anytime this year?
I can either confirm, deny actual presence or not.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Take care. That's Chris Lawrence from New York. And I am late. I apologize to Sam. Hey, thanks to Jason and Aaron for coming on, talking about the Bacon Explosion. You can find out more about them, bbqaddicts.com. Thanks to my segment guests after the boys from Bacon Explosion. That would be Derek Riches from bbq-about.com. I'll have links correctly listed in show notes. Hey, don't forget to check out the coolest 4 chicks ever. The broads or the ladies at Broad Topics coming up right after me at 10 o'clock. They're going to be talking about gender identity tonight. Gender identity. Let me tell you something. I'm a man, baby. So check them out. That's 10 o'clock tonight. Broad Topics. And we will be on, of course, next week with these guests. So keep this in mind. Kelly Strobel. That's going to be more of a I want to say fundraising, but this is something that the barbecue community doesn't get a lot of attention about. So I'm going to have Kelly on to talk about her specific cause, and of course my mom talking about her favorite recipes that she does every month. Everybody loves that and looks forward to it. So until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is the program host of the Barbecue Central Show and proud U.S. American Greg Rempe. Good night now.
It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com. Barbecue has never been easier with the Barbecue Guru. The Barbecue Guru is a temperature control and monitor for all pits, charcoal, wood, electric, your pit. It easily attaches to any smoker or pit and gives you simple, trouble-free control of your temperatures so you can make championship quality barbecue every time and all the time. And it's location-free. Take it anywhere. This amazing breakthrough in barbecue technology is a microprocessor-controlled draft system that uses temperature monitors and a small fan to keep your temperatures constant. The stainless steel Guru Pit Minder gives you a choice of controls from 90 to 370 degrees. So cold smoking, pepper drying, making cheese or jerky, or fabulous briskets and ribs is nothing short of effortless. The Procom 4 lets you monitor your pit from up to 600 feet away. And there's more. Check out the full line of products and accessories for the future of barbecue with new items on the way. Visit thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com. Or call 1-800-288-GURU.